Hey, it's Pastor Nick joining you for another devotional. We're starting a new series through Psalm 119, so let's get into it. Psalm 119, verses 1 through 8. Blessed are those whose ways are blameless, who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are those who keep his testimonies, who seek him with their whole heart, who also do no wrong but walk in his ways. You have command of your precepts to be kept diligently. Oh, that my ways may be steadfast in keeping your statutes. Then I shall not be put to shame, having my eyes fixed on all your commandments. I will praise you with an upright heart when I learn your righteous rules. I will keep your statutes. Do not utterly forsake me. So if you don't know, Psalm 119 is an entire psalm, and the longest psalm in the Bible, the longest chapter in the Bible, that's entirely about the Word of God. And as the psalmist opens the psalm, he opens it with this idea of someone who is blessed walks in the way of the Lord. And the way of the Lord, you walk it by walking in his word, walking in his commandments and his testimonies. So one, you want to walk the way of the Lord, walk in his word. There is a culture and a lot of evangelical Christianity about just being led by the Spirit. And I don't have a lot of people come after me for that line, but yes, be led by the Spirit, but the Spirit also speaks through his word. Some people use that expression, being led by the Spirit, as just permission to do whatever they feel is appropriate or what they want to do. But here the psalmist is saying you want to walk blamelessly, you want to walk in the way of the Lord, you walk in his commandments, you keep your eyes fixed upon them, you seek them with your whole heart. You know, following Christ is not a half-hearted pursuit. We have churches and churches and churches and pews and pews and pews filled with people who are sitting on the sidelines of their faith, who are following Jesus half-heartedly. And God calls us to follow him, to walk in his word, to walk after him diligently and with our whole heart. And you will never find satisfaction, you will never find full blessing that God has for you until you are walking in his word, not just letting the pastor preach it to you on Sunday, but walking in his word, getting into the word of God. Nor will you see that full blessing of a relationship with Jesus until you are all in, seeking him with your whole heart. Christ loved you with all he had, and he calls us to love him with all we have. When they asked Jesus what the greatest commandment was, he said, to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. So if here the psalmist says that we are to keep our eyes and keep his commandments diligently, keep the greatest of the commandments. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, all your strength. Don't put your relationship on Jesus with the back burner. Don't phone a relationship in with him for 1 hour on a Sunday morning at most. Be all in, because he is all in for you. So you walk in the way of the Lord. Walk in his word. Seek him with your whole heart. And be blessed. God bless. Walk in his way and walk in his word. And seek him with your whole heart. God bless.